What will Excalibur
I mean, we're going to find out right now. Let's
Leshrac.
Okay.
That's a strong hero. That's
This is-
very early momentum too.
Pace, fight, poke, prod, tiny compression lane in regards to just the early, like a couple levels, but then you can never stop Leshrac from in the jungle. And it aligns to this whole idea of Leshrac's so strong when he's with like Slardars for Roshan. That's what the Bristleback brings. Yeah, and whew,
I mean,
Where's your lockdown?
will he give it to Central? But that was, what game was it yesterday where, I think it was in the Na'Vi series or something, where the Void was right-clicking down a centaur and literally killed himself.
Yeah, the follow-up to Wishrock could turn this right back around. A nice snipe here from Radix. The roll forward, though, coming up from 5 up. They're trying to get enough damage over here onto Boom, but they don't have anything to cancel out the TP, so he is going to be able to escape.
Yep, and
Look at Celery. Look
He's
how
so
active
annoying,
he is.
yeah.
It's so good.
You've not seen a single Ancient stack because of this. And this death here, if it... Oh, he just ran behind him, Radix, mate. You're just...
He's very dead here, but, he manages to go drop down the sentry, block it off, and he's just...
no stacks yourself.
forcing-
You can assume that your opponent has had better efficiency. So smoking out and having a look for that would be pretty good.
But the invasion, they use the Stampede just so they can make sure that they find him, but it's a good terrorize here from Pablo. They can turn it right back around. They went through up the splitter. Get the kill on Celery, they'll turn it in, and get the kill on Keizu as well.
And Gorg does now. Viking, they're the ones actually being proactive. They're the ones being the aggressors, smoking up.
Smoking up over here on the side. They don't want to run into 5 up right away. Celery, though, dropping the spear, the jump forward, the blink here from Boom. He's going to try to go and just blow up Excalibur. Not going to be able to quite manage it just yet, as you do see Aramis falling on the backside, and Shad showing up will be able to collect himself a kill on Excalibur. And 5 up now left behind, so is Radix here. This is not looking very good for our little squirrely friend as they do try to go. They have that magnetize. Bit of a slow. Boom. Force back is rooted into place with the brambles, a toss right back. He's going to try to teleport out before this Curse Crown procs, and he barely manages to get out. Start having themselves an anti-mage problem.
And a tiny problem. This
Yes.
is, yeah.
Well, I don't think that was that tiny.
They got the
That's
Phantom
pretty
Mage
big.
ever feels too forced to join these early fights. Like, yes, he has Battle Fury, but you're still in the window where he doesn't have Manta, Skadi +1. That's when he becomes the unkillable beast. So they're about 15, 20 minutes away from the game feeling a lot worse than it potentially is right now. Big fight, though.
Toss back here. They even go and drop the Earth Flare. Description does come out, though, from Aramis. Going to try to fight a little bit more time here for Boom, but there's just so much damage being tossed onto that Tiny, so he is going to fall.
This is good.
And this tower looks like it's going to be going into the control here of Team Bold.
Yeah, and this is the main thing that Bold needed to do. Pushing.
Aramis, they found Excalibur over in the jungle. Keizu jumping forward. Shad is here as well. He's just going to burn out all that mana and collect himself another kill.
And this is why they picked Anti-Mage. That poor Leshrac. 7 seconds for the hood to be active. Just a little bit out of position. Too comfortable farming.
The stomp here coming out from Keizu. Shadow Realm, though. Going to protect the Dark Wolf. Boom still wants us, though. The Avalanche is silenced. Looking for the toss-up into the air. Right back over to Keizu. And he's trapped in the corner now with 5 up. Radix is here, and he manages to get the ultimate off. A couple more hits. Should be able to collect over on Boom.
Okay. These deaths on the side of Vikingg, though, Moxxi.
What's that?
Keizu is initiating.
That is true. When it looks like Keizu might be dying here as well.
Yeah.
Need to go for the Stampede. Doesn't matter, you can't run from the hoodwink here.
Fundamentally Anti-Mage's game is simply based on the fact he needs 3 to 4 items to enter fights happily. And that's why Vikingg are just being a little bit kind of gun-ho in their aggression.
I should say so. Disruption, Stampede, Keizu jumping forward with that stomp, but they do have the Terrorize, they have the Sharpshooter, and this is looking like a very dead Aramis.
Yeah, so Bold sees through Roshan. Pick off then Roshan. Smoke on smoke action, Moxxi.
Yeah, so they're gonna find themselves Celery, and again, he does have that Glimmer Cape, but he's gonna try to buy a bit more time. The Stampede comes out. Curse Crown does, of course, proc, so Gork should be able to chase down Celery. It's gonna be the Dark Willow that gets a kill. Excalibur, though, on the back lines, getting just blown up by Shad. Things are feeling a bit scary now as they're still hot in pursuit. Boom, he was looking for the Avalanche. It's going to be a little bit off the mark, but they get the break applied over here to the Bristleback. Good terrorize, though. We'll push everyone away, and they'll be able to go hold on to Mr. Boom here over the mid lane. Oh, good, the stomp, though, coming out from Keizu. They turn around the double edge. Do they have it? They have the damage. They take down 5 up. They'll turn their attention right around again, and they'll get the kill on Gorg. And Shad, he wants more. He'd like to get his hands on this tiny little squirrel. The Bushwhack, though, will buy Radix just enough time.
They are trying to get this Leshrac some fight presence with an Aegis. Kind of cliffed.
Kind of cliffed. It's a bit strange. Do you have the clip now completed?
Well, the illusions are cliffed at least.
It's a bit strange of the interaction there with the Bushwhacked, but they do need to go back into the pit. Roche at less than half health. Boom, walking in. He's going to see Gork and Excalibur there. Trying to wait patiently. Good stomp over here coming out from Celery.
This is so scary into an ET, into SD, into Tiny. Leshrak's like, guys, I don't really want to use any mana here to take Roshan because Anti-Mage will just kill me.
That's the fear.
And everyone
Look
around
at the way that
Everyone around him,
they're
yeah.
just creeping slowly over there, trying to keep tabs. Celery gonna go drop that spirit again. In the back line, Shad starting poking. Boom, jumping forward immediately, trying to take down Gork fast enough. Is he going to be able to do it, though? The question, stop coming out in from KZ. They just cut Gork apart into pieces. Excalibur over on the back lines. Pablo does get cleaned up by Shad. And they do have Dust this time around, so they should be able to go and get the kill over onto Keizu. Toss up into the air, though. They'll end up losing Excalibur. Gork actually going to buy back here. And it feels like we just saw something very similar to this early on, as now 5 up will fall. Rajik's trying to run away. Gork is back in the fight, but he doesn't have anyone to back up. He's just going in. He's a madman. Look at him. And then immediately, the anti-mage, Boom, is here. He tosses poor Rajik's back. Rajik didn't want to be a part of this. Rajik is going to die. It's a triple kill now for Shad, and he's going after Gork. Just the chase down. No mana left over here on Mr. Gork, as a Viking just shoves him. He starts to go back in again.
A painful situation for Team Ball to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Is their hope completely gone, though? Because they're still fighting on. They surely still have some chances, right?
Yeah, right now, let's see. Let's watch Celery potentially die. Do you have detection?
I don't know, but Shad is here as well. So Celery taking a lot of damage over on the side, but they do apply the break. The stomp here coming out from Casey uses that Stampede. As the split is on, they'll get the kill on Gork, and the chase is on here after Excalibur. Looks like Rajik's going to try to buy just a little bit more time. Does apply that break over here to the AM, but blink forward, Pablo's going to be absolutely fine over in the corner. They're not paying attention to him because they'd rather kill Rajik's, and they're still chasing down Excalibur. Can they get their hands on him fast enough? It doesn't feel like they'll be able to. Oh, with the blink, though, Shad chasing after Excalibur, just clicking
He's just
away
gonna
here.
die.
It's a long chase, but eventually Shad is godlike, and Pablo does find the kill on Celery in the back lines. But
that's a
To your
GG.
question, Sheever,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, not really.